It's still very, very
I think the game, like, I feel like I always see people being like, oh, I was done now, but like, that always kind of pisses me off a little bit. I think
it's a bit too early.
Very ignorant. I think it's a pretty ignorant take.
Yeah, at least right now, considering that like the scene has always been more alive, and Riptide this year was, I think, the most stacked event of all time.
Possibly, it's up there.
It's definitely up there. Riptide's always been our most stacked tournament, but this go around, it definitely feels like it was like the
post-COVID, which is when it started. I think Riptide got really lucky to become the biggest Rivals event. Because it was the first tournament, it was the first open entry bracket for post-COVID. Thankfully, whatever. We're getting this set now.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, as much as we want to keep talking about, we have Dinos versus Games and Flames. Game 1 starting on Forest Fire. I've never liked Games going here.
Really? Yeah, he does like the stage.
He likes the stage a lot. Like, I feel like it's a power-up stage for him. Like, if he gets to go here, he probably practices on the stage a lot. So for him, this is like a comfort stage, as well as it is like an equal starter.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the thing. Like, if your favorite stage is a starter, that's always really nice because it's pretty easy to get situations to go here. People are usually going to be scared to ban a starter in later games.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, great parry on Sign already. Goodness gracious. Oh my god, those 3 quick nairs into the bash, just setting up for a dangerous combo.
Yeah, a little too low % for a kill. Good, luckily for him.
Thankfully, yeah. Because we both know how deadly Ori bash is at the ledge when it does get that confirmed.
Yeah.
And that's something we've been seeing Kusi doing a little bit more too, is, nair into bash. Good DI out from Dinos so to avoid it.
It's probably really less than big, honestly. Maybe not big in general, but like as far as their go-to confirms go, nair bash has got to be like the craziest one, because you can't do anything about it unless you like are ready for it.
Yeah, you have to react to DI out. You can sometimes drift DI out, but even then, if you're a larger character, you might just get caught by the bash anyway.
Nice. Yeah, that fair was nutty.
Yeah, that got the back hit of the upper. I think that was upper hitbox 3 into the back air, which is, again, like, Games is one of those more technical Oris, like, some will say maybe on par with Kusi to a degree. But we haven't gotten to really see it recently in local brackets, but...
Yeah, I mean, Games did almost beat Bagel at Riptide. We commentated that set.
We did commentate that set, yeah, that's true. Games has had, like, a very strong, like, borderline break.
Also has beaten Durai twice this season, twice recently. I don't know if it was both.
Did Dinos' controller disconnect? I think it did. We've been having controller disconnect issues.
Really?
Well, we saw it on the other stream earlier as well, I believe. Game 4 between Nbad and Lucius. Lucius' controller disconnected a few times, and they had to, at some point, I think, because it was called out at that point, they said that they were going to play the set from that point on because it was so deep in that there wasn't much they could really do about it. And Lucius wound up winning that set as well.
Really?
Yeah, 3-2, reverse 3-0. And that unfortunately put Nbad in the lower bracket where he had to fight Lucius Veil. That was a pool set in losers because Gucci Bookworm lost to Ash in round 1 of the pools.
Oh, wow.
Unfortunately, Veil won the set.
That's tough. I would love this people. I also love Plastic Dinos.
I do too. I love Plastic Dinos. I thought he was going to up strong there. Oh, forward strong. Strongest move. Not going to kill though. Despite it being so strong. Ooh. Yeah, you can feel it. Oh, 2 for 4.
Yeah, that stock is gone. The Plastic Dinos winning game 1.
It was solid 2 stock. Games wasn't really given the opportunity to set up or get himself in a whole lot of the times. Dinos was playing a really good, solid walling game, not really throwing out a whole lot of buttons and waiting for Ori to get into that boxing range. It's scary to kind of let Ori go into that boxing range in the first place. Like, knowing that Ori has such a good dash range and such a good set of burst options, it's very scary to kind of let Ori get close enough to you to where you could possibly just like snuff out a hitbox.
Yeah, totally. So Dinos finally able to land really good starting string from Games, and that damage is still coming out largely unanswered. You get just a single up tilt and like a down tilt earlier, and that's basically all the Dinos has been able to hit so far.
Yeah, I say that like I didn't get to mention it. It was that Annie is a common practice partner, to my understanding, for players in Dinos.
I think so, yeah. Anti.
Oh yeah, sorry, Anti. But yeah, Anti is also a common practice partner for like people in Arizona. good connection. You know, West Coast players always kind of like practice.
Yeah.
Ooh, sign charge into team forward.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
That's gonna super kill. And
and
now, oh god, if that back air sent off stage again, that might have honestly been curtains for the stock for Dinos.
Yeah.
And even now.
Oh, parry just a smidge early.
Yeah, a good delay from Dinos. You gotta know exactly when you're able to delay those upbeats from Claren, because that's like her main recovery mix-up.
Exactly.
It's not a huge mix-up, but it's what she's got.
Oh my.
There was no way.
This
keyboard. That was definitely a keyboard moment right there.
I think it was. Yeah, because Games in Flames, for those who don't know, is actually the only keyboard Ori player, to my knowledge. At least like
there's the only one I know of, but there's definitely another one.
Yeah, I was gonna say the only one that's currently at the high top level of the game.
Yeah, I don't. That's unfortunate.
Because it looks like Ori's still able to move around the stage, but we did have, I believe, it was a full screen flip, because now they're just playing in window mode.
Yeah, it
I don't think there's a universe where he presses F11 though, right?
What's that for?
Oh, is it F4?
F4 does that.
Yeah, but is there a universe where he presses F4?
I don't know. I don't know what his controls are. I mean, that's something you gotta like be used to not doing. But if you happen to have a button on a number key, the F1s aren't that far from the number keys. I don't think most keyboard players use number keys, to be clear. I'm not a keyboard player, so I wouldn't know.
No, I absolutely 100% agree. It does look like he also uses his spacebar, so he probably has a resting position near the Z, A, S,
I don't know. And that's the only thing, but it's gotta be a keyboard thing. I just don't know. I've never seen this before.
Did he maybe hit the Windows key by accident? Ooh. Maybe?
Does that do that?
Well, it pulls up the desktop at the very least, but like...
Yeah, but then it minimized the game.
It did minimize the game. I'm not really sure.
Man, that's rough.
We can speculate that as much as we want. We're gonna just have to figure out what we're gonna really do to figure out where that was, because Games was up quite a bit.
Games was up quite a bit. The thing is like, Dinos, was sent off stage and then at full screen, and he was put in a situation where. Yeah.
Okay. So it is the keyboard controller that is causing the issues, as production has just let us know, and we're currently trying to figure out, I guess, how they're going to fix that moving forward. But like you said, do we just restart like 3 stocks to 2 stocks? But like, you can't just put Dinos down a whole stock. Like, it seems kind of disingenuous. But
I mean, yeah, because like he literally did die because of that.
Well, yeah, I'm saying like we could do probably like 3 stocks to 2 stocks, but like keep it like 50 to 80. Probably something-ish like that.
If you want to go through the app and set that up, maybe just clean 3 to 2 stocks would be easier.
That would be easier. It just feels like it would put Dinos in a bit worse of a spot.
It would.
I mean, all that percent too.
The whole game? That works.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
no, I assumed it was just last game.
Yeah. So you had keyboard macros. That was the issue. So he was opening software with keyboard macros. There you go. It looks like we will be. Is it just a pure restart?
Yeah, I think that it's just starting from the beginning. So, that being said, while this is a very unfortunate momentum break for Games, also, like, these are both players that rely a lot on momentum, in my opinion. They are aggressive, and as we're seeing, at the very least, while the momentum was broken for both of them, Games did have it still, where the game cut off.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And right now, we're seeing that the momentum really hasn't been lost, at least for Games at the moment. But as I say, that's the platform coming in.
Yeah, this is the opportunity that Claren. Okay, maybe not Games can recover high like that, but I was gonna say those kinds of like, okay, I have you off stage and I'm close to you, I can follow up. That is where Claren is going to be at her strongest in this matchup.
That up to beat up in there, that is insane.
Why can Ori do that? I don't like that. I don't like that, Akashi.
Oh, I don't know, but that right there, that stock was almost deleted.
Yeah. So pretty. It's fairly close. The thing about it is, like, this is death percent for Ori, but you have to be able to read the guy on the dash attack, and Dinos doesn't get it that time.
Yeah, and Dinos is smart enough and has enough confidence in himself not to burn the air dodge recklessly, which is the big thing.
Yeah.
Because we see there, he's very content to just kind of like float down, go low, rely on his jump and his drift to get him back to stage MVP. Great jab check. Oh no, I was about to say it wasn't a big punish, but let's get a little something off it at least. 24%. Ooh, tipper and air to the up front, gonna do it in 2 stocks apiece. This is looking a little bit better for Dinos. Not as rough as the first game, but still in Games' favor a little bit.
Well, I mean, the first game, or the previous game rather, the previous version of this game.
The alternate timeline.
Because game 1 was really good for Dinos. He can get things swinging back in that direction, he'd be looking really good right now. But I do think this is a really good counter pick for games.
Oh, decides to keep him on stage with that one. Yeah. I think the counter pick is also very good too. Dinos has been putting the platform to good use when it is moving in a particular direction.
Yeah, the problem is just you don't always have that platform. I think that consistency has really been hurting Dinos because, I mean, no tech. Okay, so that's the kind of thing Dinos willing to do right there.
Yeah, no, for sure. Oh, double parry and doesn't even get the height high enough to get back on the stage. Now it's last stock piece. Well, I mean, normally in these situations, the faster character does have a little more pressure to execute better, but in the same vein, Dinos has to make sure that he does not get edge guarded. I thought he fought him.
He actually did, but he had every other resource.
Yeah.
So it was fine.
The no fun zone pops out. I don't know if that deactivates sign. I don't think it does, because I don't think sign's considered a projectile.
It should. Oh, it just straight up deactivate sign. Like it'll just turn into that faded color, like it.
Oh, okay. I see. It doesn't turn it into. Oh, no tech on the platform.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, just jumps away. Had no resources. I guess just knew that bash was it.
It's more so. I think he might have had a couple of resources, but I don't know. Maybe even if he did, though, that's such a bad spot. Like.
Yeah, that is a terrible spot to be in off stage. If you don't have like a jump to gain more height, then you're just kind of like praying that they don't catch the air dodge.
Yeah.
Dinos opted to just run off this, or at least jump into the blast zone and just say, all right, you know, the next game. We'll just do next game.
Yeah, go next.
Which is fair. Next game is on Spirit Tree. I think it's a pretty good clearance stage.
It is. We're going to Ori House. I've kind of fallen off, but I know it is generally just a good clearance stage. You can't crouch under platforms to avoid dare, but you have to do it to avoid air.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is really silly, and obviously her recovery is going to be a lot better here, which, you know, there was a few really rough edge guarding movements. I mean, having that side pass is going to make it a lot harder for Ori to, like, catch your landing and then nair bash you, for example.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Just the fact that you even get, like, mix-ups on, like, ledge cancel and things like that is, like, big for playing recovery.
Yeah, the inverse is that if Ori combos you on one of those platforms, it's going to be a lot harder for you to DI something like a nair bash, because they're going to have more ways to follow up on you if you pulled out. But in general, I think it does work out better for Claire, because she really needs those platforms.
Ooh, good DI mix-up attempt there with that forward strong. Not going to kill just yet. Goes full screen for that dash. That's insane. Oh! Forward strong does reach, and the non-team version is enough to kill. And once again, Game's in a bit of a fragile lead, but still a lead, which is still big, because now you can sort of play the defensive game if you are so inclined, but Game's not really one to do that. Game's opting to still take the approach.
You know, we're seeing the Dino DNA coming out with those down strongs, but they are not tippering.
They are not. That is, oh no, that's dead. Yeah, you have no resources there.
The hold the pause as well. One player's gotta evaluate their relationship with hold the pause. Anti kept doing that to me in friendlies.
Yeah. Anti, she does that a lot.
Every time I would tip her, it was just like hold the pause.
What does this mean? What does it mean when they hold the pause? Are they going through it? I feel like you got to take more advantage of the fact that you have invulnerability when you parry that up B. Like, if you know that Dinos is going high, then you should at least try to maybe challenge near the edge. I hear Rillabelle playing, I believe, on the other setup right now, but right now, got that tipper almost connecting. Dinos basically almost taking that stock. Like,
yeah. Trying his best here. Got to scout this out. If you can take this stock now, you'll be in a very good position. It is extremely valuable to have the lead as a character like Claren, where, to be fair, there aren't any high flats on the stage to camp on, but still, it can be really hard to reach a character like Ori that can just jump across the entire stage in a single airtime. There you go. That is a lead for Dinos right now. Yeah, the down air down shot coming in clutch and cleaning up that stock. Right now, Games has to find a way to clean it up, because while this stage is very, very small, okay, Team Fortune going to do it. It is very easy for characters to live well past 140, 150. Yeah, all because of those edge guards.
Yeah. Alright, gets it up there. In. Oh, the sign charge doesn't go off on Dinos, and Dinos manages to escape, but Game is keeping the pressure on as much as possible right now.
Yeah, ooh, Dinos dropped it down a little lower than he needed to right there. There. Things are happening right now. This is a very scary situation for both these players, and this is game 3 too. You really want to win this game if you can.
Yeah, the counter pick would be so good for either player in this set. Yeah, I'm talking and I'm watching these two just kind of trade hits, and it's just absolutely massive. The AZ chants are coming out for the crowd.
Yeah, I think that's for Chompers Row, but we have this as well.
The double AZ chant, like the boys are both
yeah.
in it.
Oh, that's
the bash confirmed. And there you go. That's how it goes. Sometimes all it takes is one nair bash to pull up the menu.
Okay then.
All it takes is one bash and you pull up the screen menu.
Yeah.
I don't know what that PNG was, but I'm sure it wasn't full. But that is big. Game's up 2-1 now. Do you think Dinos runs it back to Spirit Tree?
No, not
Oh, okay, no. Games banned it, yeah. I guess he said no. You don't get that. That was
air mana ban is really interesting. I don't get the logic there at all.
I don't either, because I don't think that's a great stage for Clarence.
It's really not.
Outside of the fact that you can get pineapple on that stage really easily and you just have a very unfortunate early stock hit, the side blast ones being so small, the fact that the platforms don't.
Yeah, that benefits Ori in the same way it does for Rockwell. Like Ori really needs those kinds of messy blast zones that are going to let you just near bash any percent or up air bash.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And on top of that, the fact that like the platforms don't benefit Clarence that much either. At least I don't think. Right there, up air into back air into up air, all tipper non-stop. Cleans up that stock at 70.
Yeah.
This is Dinos' own stage. This is where you go if you want to fight him as like 110%, you know, full power mode. Oh, you went for something spicy there on that side. And I know a whole stock lead, just about last percent as I say that.
Last percent, but dead at 69 before the hits. That is brutal.
You may be in Arizona, but you are not getting your power up here. There's no shot.
Nope.
The fact that he leaned in fully to that up air for the bash confirm, it's kind of nuts. Like, he's willing to go for these big risks. And that,
yeah. And, you know, for what it's worth, Games does have a game to work with here, so... Yeah. And also, you know, you don't want to just throw away games, obviously, but it does help. You can play a little more freely.
Oh, that was terrifying. That was one rough DI on that up air away from just being a... Oh, yeah, you know he just wanted to see if he was going to get that confirmed.
Yeah.
This is such a scary spot for playing to be in, because you don't want to overextend, because if you overextend, you might get hit by Nair Bash, or even a forwarder off stage. Just like that. CJ again stuck in the corner, gets hit by the up air bash.
That's brutal.
Dino's potential winner side stock right now for Games with Flames maybe making top 32 winner side.
Yeah.
The tipper, it's so strong.
Yeah, strongest move coming out in full force, and this is Dinos' chance to salvage this set right now. He's got to do everything he can to take the stock as early as possible and not give game chances to a neutral.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh no, an unfortunate early hit, late hit on that is going to get the parry.
Yeah, it was a good idea. The edge cancel just not coming out. Doesn't take a ton of damage for it though, at least, which is, you know, the silver lining there.
Yeah, but oh, DP and neutral, you're crazy. Oh no, back hit of it. Gets the turbo suction. No!
Oh, what? What? What just happened?
No.
This is a 2-2 now. Something is going on.
The runoff. I don't know. I want to say maybe they wanted to do a runoff double jump up air, but maybe they just did runoff up air and just SD.
And just fast spell it. Yeah, maybe.
That's the only thing I can think of, but that's such a big swing. Like,
that's not even a very slow move is the thing. It's pretty fast. Either way, Gates is our Game 5 stage right here, and I have seen Games pick this quite a few times. I think this might be another comfort stage for him.
Yeah, this is where he's beaten players such as Durai and others before, so I would not be too surprised if this was both a comfort pick and maybe a stage pick, because I know Claren isn't a huge fan of the stage either.
True, yeah, it's very just mediocre for her. Like, there's a couple nice things on it, but they don't really outweigh they don't outweigh the things that are good for, like, most of the rest of the cast.
Yeah, you kind of like it a little more when the platforms are further apart than they are together. So you see Games playing with a little bit more of that, oh no! That was an insane setup from Dinos.
Yeah, Games kind of giving him the DI in a little bit too freely there, but either way, Dinos going to take full advantage of it and get an early lead here. Again, it's Ori. A couple crazy Nair confirms could easily even the side, you know, Nair bash, all that good stuff, and we might see it. No, yeah.
You see Games knows that what you're saying is true. Like, you kind of have to go for a little bit of some of those riskier confirms, but Dinos making every hit matter super well. Like 40% on a character, 50 and climbing on a character like Ori is massive.
Yeah, granted, you know what I said about risks? That was when games was like behind in the game but ahead in the set count. Now it's tied in the set count. Next loss, you're out of winners, and he's behind in the game. So like you kind of, I don't know, you do have to take those risks on some level to catch up. But it is so much scary to take those risks because if they don't pay off, you might just be out for the count at that point.
Exactly, right there, just like that. The nair into forward strong is gonna do it. And up 2 stocks right now. All right, gets the clean stock. Ori does prefer a character to be at 0 than they do at 90. So to a degree, I feel like the combo potential here and the mix-up power is huge, and I think the AZ chants that you might be hearing right now are for Chomper's Build All, but this is also just as very important to set.
I mean, you know, AZ just looks over with 90 degrees. They're going to see this happening as well, and chanting for Plastic Dinos, the hometown hero.
Yeah, Mr. T.O.Man himself running it through. No air dodge, no resources. Goes for the jab, doesn't go for an upper off the platform.
No! Misses the